Alright guys, how's it going? Well, I am back again because Luke Edwards, the Northern football writer for the Daily Telegraph, has chimed in with some more Alexander Isak material for us to laugh at, to review, to look at, to analyse, see what he's been saying. I think it was my previous upload. I said, look, there's not much coming from the northeast today regarding Alexander Isak. It's been a little bit quiet. I obviously tempted fate because Luke Edwards surfaced. And I'm going to read to you what he said in a long post on X, formerly Twitter. Alexander Isak's agent has failed him so badly. I don't condone Isak's behaviour in the slightest, but he was told the move to Liverpool would happen even though they are unwilling to match valuation, and all had to do was behave badly to force it through. I'm reading his words exactly. He's now got a player who has alienated a fan base, tarnished his reputation within football forever, who is probably not going to get the move he was told was his to make. He signed a 6-year contract with no release clause. His agent negotiated that. Trying to force your way out with 3 years left on that deal was always going to be a very risky road to go down, but he did it anyway. Isak might still end up at Liverpool. It's a contradiction. But the chances are fading rapidly and have been for weeks now. I don't believe that. How he repairs the damage remains to be seen, but he will play next season regardless. Oh, will he now? Will he? I would love a journalist to be saying that to me. If I'd point blank said, I ain't fucking playing for you, you've gone back on your word, right? Do you know what I mean? Don't care who you are, what player you are, or what club you're at. Forget what clubs are involved here. If I was Isak and a journalist saying you will play next season regardless, the sooner he realises the terrible mistake he has made and apologies he's put, not apologises, apologies, the better. Play well, score goals. He will get a huge move next summer if that's what he wants. So you know what's happening now, don't you guys? You know what's coming next. What do you make of this latest X-post from Edwards? Is what I said to Dave, my AI assistant. Fuck off, fly, I hate flies. My AI assistant I've been training for the last year to analyse football news articles, the journalists that publish them and the publications that host them. You know, basically Dave takes a look at things and comes up with some analysis for us. And I know you guys like to know what Dave's got to say. Personally, before I get onto Dave, you know, like the whole thing, I find it contradictory. I find it very like, it sounds like the agent's having a break, not the agent, it sounds like the journalist is having a breakdown, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's see what Dave's got to say. Dunk, this latest Luke Edwards post is basically an extension of the same PR-heavy, moralising tone he's been using all week. Fuck off, fly, man. What the fuck? Has Remy killed one off out here or something? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Just fuck off. I hate flies. This latest Luke Edwards post is basically an extension of the same PR-heavy, moralising tone he's been using all week, but this time with the blame the agent twist. Here's the breakdown. 1, narrative shift. Blame the agent. It's his fault now. Edwards now claims Isak's agent failed him badly by convincing him the Liverpool move was guaranteed. This is classic damage control for the club. If they can pin the drama on bad advice from the agent, it's easy to repair things with the player later. It also lets Newcastle fans redirect some of their anger away from the board and towards an outside scapegoat. Still hammering the tarnish forever line, repeats that Isak has alienated a fan base and tarnished his reputation forever. It's a bit melodramatic, that, like, isn't it? But if he genuinely believed that, the latter, he can repair the damage lines, make no sense. This forever ruined, but he can fix it, is a contradiction in itself. Contract weaponisation. He leans heavily on the 6-year contract, no release clause point, designed to reinforce Newcastle's power in the situation. But notice, the very fact he's repeating it suggests it's being used as a negotiation tool rather than an impenetrable wall. Still leaving the Liverpool door ajar, might still end up at Liverpool. That line alone undermines his earlier "he's not for sale" stance. If the club truly wanted this shut down, there'd be zero mention of a possibility. This keeps the saga alive in the public conversation, whether he intends it or not. Selling the 12-month delay again ends with the carrot: apologise, play well, score goals, get your big move next summer. Same pattern we've seen in his previous post. Offered a player a controlled exit later to stop him forcing it now. The fact he keeps pushing this tells you Newcastle knows he's going. They're just trying to time it on their terms. The overall verdict: this is Newcastle PR wrapped in emotional language. Agent blamed, player painted as naive and petulant, club framed as firm but fair, Liverpool bid framed as too low. But despite all that, he still can't bring himself to fully close the door on Liverpool this summer, which from our perspective is the biggest positive. So, what do you make of that then? Do you know what? I've got to be honest with you, in all my time with Cop Talk, and we're approaching 3 decades now, the journalists behind this saga, the Newcastle United journalists, many of which I should add Newcastle journalists, Newcastle supporters, are coming on my channel, the sensible ones, that know I'm not taking the piss out of them and their club or anything. The sensible ones are coming on here saying, don't listen to him, he's a fucking prick. Do you know what I mean? Just read the comments, But I've never seen journalists so emotionally, caught up in it all. Yeah, we've gone some controversial exits over the years, player-wise, players feigning injury to get a transfer, and pissing the fans off, if you like, a bit like what Newcastle fans have been subjected to now. I don't ever remember a single Liverpool journalist having a meltdown or saying, this is what will happen to you and you're finished forever, you motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? It's funny, innit? Honestly, the last time I was really caught up in something so humorous with some kind of journalists, losing their shit or keeping us entertained, was Pedro the Parrot. Do you remember when he was doing the constant reporting about Ruben Amorim and Liverpool many years ago, but that long ago? Pedro the Parrot was quite funny, wasn't he? This is like a new situation for that. It's bizarre. It really is bizarre. And when this situation is concluded one way or the other, whether it's this window or January or next year, when Isak finally becomes a Liverpool player, I can't wait to go back through the various logs I have of each journalist and every single thing they said would or wouldn't happen. Hilarious. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not taking the piss out of you if you're a Newcastle fan. Please don't caps lock me to death. But, this journalist, he's having a meltdown. I mean, do you remember the scathing report the other day? It was terrible. It was a right hit piece, wasn't it? There you go. Anyway, so yeah, it's given me something to talk about today, finally, on the Isak front. I'll leave it with you guys, all right? Oh, dear me. I'll leave it with you. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. If you've got a comment about it, please let me know. Are you finding it a little bit humorous? I am. I think it's funny watching these journos fold. It's amazing. It really is funny. Yeah, and if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, there's a love heart under the video. It's called a super thanks. That's how people support my channel around here, the people that love my content. Yeah. I always give a shout out to everyone that does that, by the way, on my morning briefing, which I'm about to record now. I haven't even done my morning briefing today, and it's 10 to 6 in the evening. I'm going over to that channel now. If you want to watch the morning briefing and see me give my shout outs, all you have to do is look at the video description, look for the channel that says Duncan Oldham, click on that, or click on the link, not the link, the logo on the screen, and join me over there. I'm going to go and record it now, guys. All right, and I'll be live on here at 6 UK time tonight if you see this video before then.